Chat room, welcome back to our show, Sluts at the Table.
Come on. God damn it.
I'm our streamer
Hi,
and
Eric.
host, Lilybat. You can find me at twitch.tv/it's Lilybat. Today we're joined by Miss Proxy Askew. Proxy, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/proxyaskew and also as proxyaskew on Blue Sky. We're not calling it sluts at the table.
Well, there's two sluts and there's a table, so...
Yeah, that may be. But, well, I guess we are calling it that because that's what you called it, so... So here we are.
Here we
Hi,
are,
everyone.
sluts at the table.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what they... That's what they should
Uh-huh.
call that painting of dogs playing poker.
Sluts at the table. You got good energy today. This is gonna go. This is gonna go. I
Thank
don't
you.
know how it's gonna go, but it's gonna go.
Thank you. So I just want to get right into it, but I would like to not specify, I'd like to recap what we are doing today, what this is. We're playing The Quiet Year, which is a world-building tabletop RPG about making a world with your friends. It is all about it's all about improv. It's all about trying to forsake forward thinking by going for what feels good and right in the moment, which is how I live my life in general, quite frankly. I don't know what the future is, but this one thing right now would be really cool to do it, so I'm gonna do
This
it.
one thing is swaggin', so let's go with it.
Exactly. No, that's how I live my life.
Yeah.
Rules for this game are simple. I don't feel like taking another 20 minutes to explain them, so just don't worry. We'll feel it. We'll feel it.
Yeah. You'll pick it up as we go. If you were here last time, you should be good to go. Either way.
Also, we drew a terrible map. It's awesome. I love it. Look at this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, please show the people our lovely, lovely map.
This is a game about drawing maps and leaving blank spaces.
We have certainly done that.
We've certainly done that. To the right, we've got our mountains, and we've to the south, more southward, we've got our coast, and then the ocean that is full of fucked up evil fish that makes cool fish oil. And the fucked up evil fish eat everything that's not organic. And then we've got a tower where an old man was, apparently. I don't know how he was eating or doing anything. He was just hanging out in there. And then we've got the fucked up awful stone forest where there are awful fucked up evil trees that suck. And then everyone went in there and they killed a thing in it. What if there was a forest and there was a guy in there?
Well, there's a guy in there.
And it was a massive, like, mimic tree that, like, steals people, and somehow we've discovered that, I don't know how, right? I can't tell you how, but mechanically, functionally, the settlement has discovered that is where those trees come from, is that when a mimic tree gets a person, capital G gets someone, a new tree appears. So I don't know, but that's horrifying.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Where last we left off on Proxy getting the last turn of spring, in which she decided that with her card, her king card, that an old man confesses to past crimes and atrocities. What has he done? What exactly did that old man confess to?
That old man confessed to being a gardener, and more specifically, being part of the reason that strange forest exists to the west.
Awesome. Okay. Well, so we're done with the first season of A Quiet Year. Now we're gonna roll right into the next one in summer. Doesn't look like there's anything special. I forgot where we were. I forgot what time was, and I looked at autumn and I saw the rules above autumn, and I was like, uh-oh. But there doesn't seem to be any special rules like that for summer, so I think we just roll right into it.
Yeah, no, I think we're all set.
I highly recommend just anyone who ever feels creative ever, even if you're not doing a tabletop, if you just want to be creative and just try something, I highly recommend just get, like, you don't need to, like, you could use tabletop sim or whatever other thing you want to use. You don't, obviously you should buy this game and support it, but like if you're a broke bitch like me, there's many ways you can play this for free. I highly recommend just getting a bunch of friends and just doing shit, because who knows what you make, right? Like, who knows, you could make the next fucking, you could make the next thing that you want to be autistic for 12 years in your head over.
You could make the next Mozart.
You could
You
could
know
make the next Dune or Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, pirating this game is hard because it's like a physical game. It requires physical components. So,
Yeah, it's a damn buck.
I mean, literally, if you have you could get a $2 you could get a PDF and a $2 deck of playing cards, and like random objects in your house. Anyway, that's my pre-stream ramble.
Yeah. I think it's worth saying I am very pro piracy of AAA video games, but when and if you are able to support small tabletop role-playing game creators, I advocate for doing so, because a lot of the people who make these are not swimming in cash, and also a lot of them are gay. So,
listen,
if you can afford it,
everyone to give you money. We understand.
Listen, that has nothing to do with what I'm saying at this exact moment. My love of money has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
Well, it's okay. Anything I ever make, you can steal.
I will. No, I'd pay for it. Okay.
Anyway, thank you for this 18 months. That's 2 babies. You're pregnant with 2 babies. How does that make you feel?
Damn.
Anyway.
Hey, it's your turn.
Thank you for the Prime sub, Zarzar. Yes. So, I pull?
Mm-hmm.
No! F. Hey, that's not...
Wow. No, that's right.
Did we
It's
not?
the damn king.
Wait, why do we have a...
Because we did hearts and spring is diamonds.
Oh, spring is diamonds! Sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, summer is diamonds. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was spade. I don't know why, but I look at the thing and I can see. That's because... Wait. No, that's a club. Whatever. Shut up. Whatever.
Uh-huh.
Shut up. Whatever. Anyway, king of diamonds. King of summer.
Oh, this is a wild one. Summer is fleeting. Discard the top 2 cards off the top of the deck and take 2 actions this week.
Oh shit. Okay. That's weird for being the first thing.
It is.
Yeah.
There goes the 3 of diamonds. There goes the queen of diamonds. The sword has finished being repaired.
Ooh.
And the mimic autopsy is almost done. Should I talk about, since this was my project, should I talk about what repair the sword is like?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So they finished repairing this weird sword that they found buried in the ground with like actuators and stuff, and they couldn't get it to like work or do whatever it was that it was supposed to do for quite some time, until there's a compartment in it, and they tried adding some of the fish oil to it. And now I wonder what people are calling it, like the singing sword or something. This sword sort of hums, and it cuts really, really well. I think that people in our world would refer to this as like a high-frequency blade.
Ooh, okay.
But people don't really know. The people don't have those sort of words, so...
If
this is a singing sword or something of that nature.
I don't know, hummingbird.
Ooh, the hummingbird. I like that.
Because well, see, I don't know. Well, I mean, if this, because again, I'm trying not to be Victorian England again. I'm trying for I already know what I would like this to be. I'm naming things now seems a bit scary, but if the term hummingbird in Spanish still is hummingbird, it's not some other word, then I think hummingbird would be swag. but I'm low. For now, we can just call it that, and we can change the name later.
Yeah. I think that like this is what people call this particular sword because it's not particularly large either. It's like a short sword.
Yeah.
I also think it's blue. Yeah,
Okay.
it's blue.
Okay.
It's like it is a very weird looking sword.
It's like that one this is a deep cut. It's like that one red mage weapon like sword skeleton model.
Yeah,
I don't know what you call it.
I know exactly what you're talking
It's
about.
like weird and gunky.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And then you get 2 actions.
Okay. So what are our actions again?
Discover something new, start a project, or hold a discussion. And you get to do 2 of them.
What? Start a project. I don't know what we. The only thing if it's start a project, it might be something about using that sword to cut into the forest to do something else in the forest. If it's a discussion, I don't know if it would be. It would either be about the old man or. Well, no, we already had a discussion about the old man last time. Unless there's a new thing we can say, and then if it's discover some. What's up?
We talked about him very briefly. I think there's still room for more.
What if I did start a project and it was a crusade against the mimic trees using that sword?
Yeah.
Like, what if it was, we're gonna take the sword and we're gonna kill every single mimic tree?
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna take a contempt token if you do that, but you're welcome to do it.
Oh no! I see that is something that I think deserves contempt over. I don't know if I want to do that, but that seems like because I think people are really like I think a particular group of people would be very like, oh my god, we can finally like we can cleanse it now.
Right.
Oh,
no, it's good because projects can get like abandoned and stuff too, and I think this is like a 5 or 6 step.
I'm gonna do it. Yes, I'm gonna do it.
Is this 6? Do you think?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. I can add it for us if you would like.
Yeah, by all means. And then, oh,
that's weird. I put it in the wrong place, but whatever.
I don't know what the next discussion should be about. Can there be a discussion where I ask a question and it's directed at the old man? Is that a thing I can do? Because we're not trying to play characters. Okay.
You can. The old man might not necessarily answer, but like
it might be, it's still like that. Whoever answers, it doesn't really matter. But the questions can still be okay. The answer, whatever answer I get, doesn't matter. Just I would like to pose a question, and it's directed at the old man.
Sure.
And it's how does it feel knowing that the demons you let overflow this land are going to be eradicated?
There is nothing else that could put this old man more at ease than that.
You better hope that the last target. You better hope that the last mark isn't you. And that's
okay,
it.
That's good.
I would like to
All right.
specify that Lilybat, the player, doesn't think this is a good idea and doesn't agree with this line of talk, but it is interesting, so we're doing it anyway.
No, it's great. It's great. Okay, next.
10 of diamonds.
The 10 of summer. What do we got here? You discover a cache of supplies or resources, add a new abundance, or a scarcity has gone unaddressed for too long, start a project that will alleviate that scarcity. Hmm.
Stone flint? A stone fruit. I was like, what the fuck is stone flint?
Stone fruit, yeah. Hmm.
Hi,
Yeah, we need
Iris.
food, don't we?
Good dog.
But all the ways I can think of to address the stone fruit scarcity are horrific.
Yeah.
Because they involve that forest. What's another food source? Oh, I got it. I got it. The old man has prepared a gift. And I think we're just getting around to it because he was like taken into custody, and it's been a couple weeks now, and people have like come to believe, if not know, that he is not like an active threat. He's not trying to hurt anyone. He's been very cooperative. And he has given out like a pouch of seeds. And people like were suspicious of these at first, and if you don't like the fact that some of the people planted these seeds, feel free to take a contempt token. But it did happen.
No,
and we've got like root vegetables. We've got some like plantains or bananas, something like that.
What
An
if
alternate food source?
what if it was like, what if no one could really tell because it was so tall, so high up? But like, what if that guy just was growing food up there somehow? Like he was high enough in the sky, and like because of like the sun hits it in a particular way, like he has enough sunlight to like plant shit. But like no one could tell because it was so high up. That it's like, what's that? Like I guess you could see like, oh, there's like green shit up there. There's like somehow greenery, but
Yeah. So it's just like, it's more like he's like, hey, will you let me bring you the food that I've been growing? And people have said yes, and now I have added tower bananas to abundance.
Awesome. Good.
Cool. Let's tick down. Crusade against the Mimics is at 5. The Mimic Autopsy is complete.
What I also think is amazing, like this is intentional. Hi games, this is intentional, and I think it's really cool that everyone decided, well, not everyone, but a group of people, how big or small I don't know, just wanted to kill all the mimics, probably spearheaded by one person with the sword, before we even know what those things are. I think that's really cool. So go ahead, tell us what the mimic autopsy is.
Well, do you want to, or do you want me to? Because I think this was your baby.
Oh, this was my baby.
Autopsy.
Ooh,
yeah,
this was my baby. Okay. 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 So,
like, what do we learn from this?
the only thing, so like they're not stone. They are not the same stone that the tower is made of. It is just still so, it is a material that I don't know anyone has ever seen before, obviously. There is a bark that are like normal trees, but it is basically just like there's like flaky shit. There's flaky shit that peels off, and then there's just a more hard center. But cracking into it, there is nothing that would clue anyone in that this used to be a person. Or maybe the mimics aren't people. We don't know that yet. It's not apparent whether or not the mimics are people. But there's nothing in the mimic tree that could denote like, oh, this used to be a human. Like there's no flesh, there's no blood. I also think that the fruit, because I think the mimic trees also have fruit on them, but they are just hard all the way through, unlike the actual stone trees.
Oh, interesting.
That have that, like, you crack open the fruit and there's like fruit inside. There's like fruit flesh. The fruit on the mimic trees are fake, are not real. And there is a way to tell the difference between fake ones and it just seems like that is how it gets people, is that someone goes to grab a fruit because it's like the fruit that are on the trees, and then there's like, you know, it just has branches or roots that it uses to grab people.
No, this makes sense to me. This is good.
This is good. I'm wondering if there's anything. Oh.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if there's any way for anyone to figure out how those things turn people into trees. Like, I wonder if there's some evidence on its body that is like, oh, this is the thing that turns people into trees. I don't know if there are, but I just had the idea of I just had the idea of either what if you still tried to eat the like weird shitty like flaky rock fruit, that's what turns you into it, or what if the thing I said about the fruit being fake is a lie and it is real fruit, but eating it is what turns you into a tree.
Ooh.
And then that would because the implications of that is that it immediately makes people scared of eating the fruit, even though they've been fine this whole time. Or maybe they haven't. I don't know.
No, that's good. Yeah, sure.
So yeah, they can see that the mimic trees, there's nothing about it that makes it obvious that it used to be a person. No one can tell if they used to be people. The fruit, there is a way to tell the difference though by looking at it. There is a way to tell the difference. I don't know what yet, but just like you could, if you pluck the fruit and like compare 2 and 2 and you know which is the real one and which is the mimic fruit, you could tell the difference. But if you're not looking, you could miss it. It's like it's the point.
Sure.
Yeah. How do they know that the fruit makes a person? Does someone try it?
I don't know. Can we get that from Mimic Autopsy?
I don't think we can.
Yeah, we might have to work backwards from that.
Yeah.
But that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good. So yeah, that's it. That's my thing.
Okay, cool. And then I get an action. I'm gonna do a discussion here.
Okay.
The gardener has turned himself in, expressed genuine remorse, and helped our community. Is it truly necessary to punish him?
There are no shortage of people who wish to see justice, but I agree. I agree with both. I think that there is justice to enact, but I don't think justice needs to involve his death or extreme punishment. I think being useful, like he has been, is good enough.
Yes, if the gardener wishes to continue to contribute to our society, there is no reason that we should cut that short.
I've been playing devil's advocate too much, I think. I think now is just good to be nice.
No, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
Okay. There's my turn.
Cool. Okay, so my turn, I think.
Yep.
8 of diamonds. Someone tries to take control of the community by force. Do they succeed? Why do they do this? A headstrong community member decides to put one of their ideas in motion. Start a foolish project. Well, we already started a foolish project.
Start another one.
I could start another one because the idea I had is that now we attribute a person to the holder of the sword, and it is the holder of the sword that tries to take the community by force. But the thing is that I do not want them to succeed. I want the attempt to happen, but I don't want them to succeed. But I don't know
have to
what
see where the cards fall for that.
Well, because it says do they succeed? Why do they do this?
Oh,
so
right.
We can decide whether or not they succeed.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that would cause the project to fail. Because I don't know.
I don't think so. Because it would say there we've gotten to the bit where some of these cards can have repercussions, like a project fails or etc.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I would say that someone tries to take control of the community by force. It is a young woman. Not young enough to be a teenager, but not old enough to be an adult. She's probably like in like her late teens or early 20s, and she is the person. Everyone got like their turn with the sword, I think. But she is the person that the people that are for the crusade against the mimics. She's the person that everyone goes, oh, she's the best one to use this. She is the person who should use this. And then I think
this is like our skilled fighter, most skilled fighder. Yeah.
Basically, yes. She also was probably she is just barely like an adult. She was still one of those young adults that person mentioned long ago. We were like, oh well, we need to get these kids working in the forest because there's a lot of manpower we could use. Like, she is not considered that anymore. She was literally just on the cusp.
Right.
So now she is, like a couple months older, and is now the best gatherer. I don't know if you could call it gathering anymore. And she kind of got a bit of a big head about this whole gathering business and tried to rally the entire community around that notion of we need to destroy this forest, and actually probably doesn't really like that guy all that much. And I think she fails because she takes so much of an antagonistic stance against that old man, and no harm comes to him. He's not killed or anything because we can't really decide that, but she is so vocal about it that is one of the main things that makes her fail.
Ooh, okay.
Is that she is so vocal about enacting justice on the old man that he is just as bad, if not worse, than the trees that she is hunting. Oh my god. So they were called gatherers at first, right?
Uh-huh.
I do kind of think calling them hunters is kind of cool.
No, that's very good. That's very good. Them going from gatherers to hunters is very good.
That's kind of really cool, yeah.
Wait, are there two factions now?
Oh, fuck, yes.
Yeah, there's hunters and gatherers. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
So she fails. She tries to like rally, like she's like going in the streets talking to people and like getting all rambunctious, and like honestly she was doing really well getting those people rounded up before she was like, we need to kill that old man, we need to fucking murder that old man.
Not she started saying the quiet part loud.
She started saying the quiet part out loud, and everyone was like, what? Hey, come on.
Right.
So she has sown disquiet for sure, but more people are leaning away from, like, she loses the big battle, but there's still that thought in everyone's head now. But yes, so she fails, and she begrudgingly goes back to waging her crusade, and that's that.
All right, cool, that works for me. Tick down crusade to 4. And then you have discover something new, start a new project or the other thing.
Okay.
Hold a discussion.
Narratively, we talk about these trees a lot. I kind of want to talk less about the trees.
Sure. What else do we have? We've got the birds. We've got
what did we do with the masonry tools? What was the result of that project?
We just have masonry tools now. It's easier to harvest stuff from the forest and to work with stone.
Yeah, so what if I start a new project and it is, oh, this is terrifying. What if we start a project and it is creating more, like, refurnishing is not the right word. Building some new areas of the town using all this rock, like all these materials from, like, surveying the forest. But
like a town expansion.
Kind of, yeah, but like I also I like that idea, and I'm torn between using the tree, because like we only know about the mimic trees. We don't know about the real trees, because since we know they're people are kind of loath to really mess with that. Well, not, people don't know they're people. Normal people don't really know it. But so I'm torn between either gathering, like mining, getting rock, or using the materials from the mimic tree. It's big, so I would like to specify big ass mimic tree. Thing's really big.
Sure.
So I want to start a project, and I want it to be about, like, using the new materials that we have. But I'm unsure whether or not I want it to be like gathering stone from the, because we look at the tower and it's like, hey, you can make stuff with rock. Why don't we try that?
Well, here's my suggestion. Maybe save this for next time and hold a discussion this time to see how the community feels. Yeah.
So Gardner, who built this tower?
The gardener claims that the tower was built by him and his fellow gardeners long ago.
Do you think if we got... I think if we made more of our humble settlement look like that, I myself would feel a lot safer, knowing we've got houses like that, when we also know we've got monsters like those trees out and about. That's it. That's my discussion.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, and then we can revisit that one.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what I got. I got the 2 of Summer, which is someone new arrives. Who? Why are they in distress? Or someone leaves the community. Who? What are they looking for? Okay. I've got an idea. I think, not necessarily permanently, I think the hunters leave the community.
I agree.
I think what they are looking for is more metaphorical. They are trying to figure out if they still have a place in this community. They have been raised to fight. They have spent their lives fighting, and they have a clear enemy in the gardener that they are being told is not their enemy. And they don't know what to do with that anymore. So they are going to go live among an enemy that they are allowed to kill. And they are going to go live in the forest for an amount of time.
Ooh. Really bringing that crusade to home as well.
Uh-huh.
Does that count as our project still if they have seceded from the community?
I think that that there are still gatherers who are like, yeah, no, I'll go fight the mimics, but I'm not gonna, go live in the woods.
Yeah,
So I
or
think it's like
nor
yeah. And like maybe this is where the hunter/gatherer divide really gets drawn. Like
yeah.
the line is that like because the way I was thinking, the hunters are still willing to work with the gatherers on this, like
Yeah.
on the fighting the mimics, but they don't want to stay in the township anymore.
Yeah. I don't think that there are a lot of hunters either. Like I really do not think. I think that this is fine
Yeah.
to summarize as someone because I literally think it's like a handful of people. Like I think it's like I think it is like single digit amount of
Oh
people.
no, I agree. I think
Yeah.
it's like the young woman and like 4 people maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the screen, Cameron.
All right, so I'll take down Crusade against the Mimics. And then for my action, give me a sec here. I could start a project. I could.
You know what would be? You do not need to listen to me. This is not me telling you what you should do. This is this thought just came
Sure.
into my head, and I would like to speak it. What if you discovered a new thing, and it was that people have lived in the forest before?
That's so fucking funny that that's what I was drawing on the map.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
add a little cheeky little abandoned settlement that has been discovered in the forest.
Awesome.
That's so funny.
Oh, we are
You
so in
nailed
sync.
exactly. Yeah, we are. We are. That's exactly what it was. Abandoned
Awesome.
settlement discovered. Okay, your turn.
Cool. Okay. What the fuck music is playing? Hold on. Okay, it's still the same album. Okay. Boop. 6 of diamonds. Outsiders arrive in the area. Why are they a threat? How are they vulnerable? Outsiders arrive in the area. How many? How are they greeted? This is really terrifying to happen right after people leave.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It sure is.
Because also the hunters are probably the best fighters.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Outsiders arrive in the area. How many? Why are they a threat? Are they vulnerable? Oh my god. No. Huh. Oh my god. Wait. Nah. I immediately just thought, what if there were more large birds and they could all talk? But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of just the one.
I mean, we have at least 2 because one died, but there's another one that is like alive.
Yeah, well, that was the we don't know what this only one could actually talk, like make a voice. Speak.
Oh, true. Yeah, that we know of. Yeah,
that we know of. So I'm thinking either more birds arrive, that can speak.
I mean, I think like a tribe or contingent of birds showing up could be really interesting. Like they if they want to like trade or integrate or do something like. If that's something you're interested in, I think that's a fun idea.
I'm interested too because I also have So I would say that they are greeted. I want to pick the right one, the rightmost one. They are how many? Like five, like
Okay.
five birds that can talk, and they are greeted. I'd say, I mean, people always treat those little birds showing up at or little. People always treat these birds showing up as if it's like, oh, this is amazing, like it's like a good luck charm,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
everyone. So they would be like, oh, this is great. But so my next thing is that I would want to start a discussion. That's gonna be my move,
Okay.
and
That
but because
sounds good.
I'm undecided because I don't know what this would do. I don't know if this would what you suggested would take this places, would make us go somewhere. But the immediate thought I had was the discussion is the birds talking to the settlement by saying you have to stop your mission of killing all of
Yeah.
they wouldn't call them
Let's
mimic
do
trees.
it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that rules. I'll take this down to 2.
Yes. The birds arrive and like they're not frantic, they're not they're not threatening. They arrive gracefully, and they say, "You must stop this." I'm trying to think of the right word to use here. I don't want to say crusade. You have to stop hurting those creatures. You have no right to eliminate them when you don't even understand them. Please cease your violence.
While we understand and respect there is a degree that we don't know, this battle is in motion and has been for some time. It may not be so simple to cast aside our swords now. Okay.
Cool. Which this thought has not escaped Proxy. I'm certain. Cameron, have they ever come out? Have they ever left that forest? Do they only ever hurt people that enter the forest?
We have not put that on screen, so I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know. But again, I would like that is food for thought.
Yeah.
What our we've only said our perspective, or the village's perspective. No card or project has made us actually ask that question. So again, we decide things retroactively all the time, but I'd like to specify, what are they doing? But anyway, yes. So that's good. You're moving.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we got. 4 of summer.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
The eldest among you dies. What caused the death? Or the eldest among you is very sick. Caring for them and searching for a cure requires the help of the entire community. Do not reduce project dice this week. This is a more interesting dilemma than I expected. Because look at the project die that we have that we would then not be, or we can kill this old fucker. Which are both pretty interesting to me, but I think it is more interesting if the gardener is sick and yeah, this is interesting too, because this is an illness that people would have died of and have died of in this community, but because he is who he is, he knows how to cure it. He knows what herbs and what, So the community takes a hiatus from the mimic hunt to, maybe the hunters keep hunting, but the gatherers, the hunters don't make any meaningful progress because the projecti stop,
Mhm.
and the gatherers do their thing and gather like
Mhm.
proper gatherers, and they're able to cure this man based off the instructions that he gave. And now, like, the implication being, when people get this illness in the future, we're gonna know how to cure it.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
I agree.
So I'm not gonna take down any project dice.
Mhm.
Um, and then I am going to add over here to the northeast. This is a terrible representation, but this is a area of this is like a garden of herbs. It's not like it's
Okay.
not like a man-made garden. It's a naturally occurring like place where herbs grow.
Mhm.
But this is like a patch of medicinal herbs is what that is.
Okay.
That has been discovered.
Ooh.
And that's my turn.
Swag. Okay. All right, my turn.
Hmm.
An ace of hearts. A contingent within the community demand to be heard. Who are they? What are they asking for? Or a contingent within the community have acted on their frustrations. What have they damaged, and why did they damage it? Is it permanent? So my immediate idea, I like how I just said I'd like to stop talking about the trees. Here we are again. They're so damn interesting.
They're relevant, you know?
They are. So I think regardless, I want this to be about stopping the crusade. Either
Sure.
the contingents within the community demand to be heard, and it is people being like, hey, hunters, we gotta stop those hunter guys. Or it is, oh my god. Or it could be a contingent within the community have acted on their frustrations. What have they damaged, and why did they damage it? Is it permanent? People try to break that sword. A group of people want to stop the hunters from killing all of the mimics.
Oh my god.
So someone posed saying, "Hey, we're gonna go help you, Miss Hunter girl," and tried to break the sword.
Yeah.
So they have damaged the hummingbird, and they damaged it because they want to stop hurting the mimics. And I don't think it's permanent. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah,
The sword has been damaged.
uh-huh.
So, when you say it's not permanent, does that mean it's fixable, or does that mean...
So here's my thing, is that I don't know rule-wise what happens with this. So I think it is fixable. I think it is an amount of time kind of deal. I don't know if it is something that is just wrapped up now. Like, I don't know if anything moves on from this. But
I think we would just need a project to fix it then.
Yeah.
But it could be a shorter one, like...
Because, like, so what my soul tells me, what my gut says is this causes issues with the crusade against the mimics, and either because rule wise I don't know how this works. I don't know if this makes the project halt. I don't know if this makes it take longer, because now people are having to do it with the masonry tools that they've made. I don't really know, but like in my gut, narratively, this feels like a direct action against the crusade, and I don't know mechanically any of that reflects.
Yeah, I think what we could do is increase the amount of time on this because we can't make it fail.
Yeah, no, that has to be a repercussion of
Yeah,
a
that has
card.
to a card has to do that. So, do you want to like add 3 weeks to this for
Yes,
repair
yes.
time? Okay.
So yeah, here's so my idea is either that is just how long it takes to fix the sword and then go back, or there's a separate project that started that is to fix the sword, but it is like significant. It's like it'd be like 2 at most. But I kind of lean towards the first one where this five tie
Yeah.
is just how long it takes to fix it, but it has delayed it significantly.
Yeah, it has.
Um,
It's possible it might not happen, but
it's possible it might not happen, but it was delayed.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's it. That's my turn. And then I don't does a discussion. I guess a discussion makes the most sense here.
Yeah. Let's do a discussion real
which
quick.
is I don't think it was right. I don't think it was right to trick her, but I agree that we have to stop this. Like, we can't keep. I think those birds are right. I think they're scary and gross, but I don't think it's right to eliminate them all. I think we've got a little bit ahead of ourselves here.
The mimics are creatures that kill us in response to us trying to harvest food. They must be destroyed.
Okay.
All right. Next turn.
5.
5.
Oh.
5 is a project finishes early. What leads to its early completion? Or the weather is nice and people can feel the potential all around them. Start a new project. Oh, I'm insane.
Go on.
The crusade against the mimics ends early. There is no longer a crusade against the mimics, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
The mimics send a diplomat.
Awesome. You're awesome.
The
Okay.
mimics send what is clearly supposed to be a young woman. She's like 12 feet tall.
Okay, well, now I'm hard.
Made of stone. And
That's not the only thing made of stone right now, I'll tell you that.
Oh my god, woman. And she can't speak. But she can like draw crude pictographs in the ground. And like, I imagine at first people are like ready to cut this thing to ribbons, and some people probably try, but it's hard because the sword is broken. The thing that kills them easily. And it just like raises its hands, and I'm not going to zoom in super far, but the mimic diplomat expresses the idea that harvesting the stone fruit hurts the forest in a way that we are not really able to understand what she means, but that they have no desire to kill the humans. But there's still a problem here because, you know, we need food, but I think this is enough of this project has come to an end. There is no longer an active crusade against the mimics.
Okay, yeah.
I am going to add a new project that I think is actually a pretty natural result of this, which is
There's Yuri between the hunter champion and this tall woman. I've decided in my head. I just want you to
oh,
know that.
totally. She kind of looks like her
Mm-hmm.
because it's like they made a lady based off the lady that they saw the most. So like,
That's so fucking cool.
yep, yep. I'm happy with this one. I think this might be bars a little bit. Okay. Um, create. We might need a second
A card, yeah.
card, but I have written down from my project Advanced Communication with Mimics.
Okay.
That the diplomat, which is what I'm going to call that thing, and some of the people in town are trying to work on a way to like teach it our language, or we need something beyond drawing pictures because that's the only way we can communicate with it right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is maybe 4 or 5. What do you think?
I think 4. I think 4.
I think 4 as well. It just feels right.
Yeah.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. 9 of diamonds.
A project fails. Which one? Why? Or something goes foul and supplies are ruined. Add a new scarcity.
New scarcity is going to be drinking water.
Fuck. Okay.
That is because. Okay, so I don't want to do this. But if I were telling a slightly different story, the like horror creator in my head immediately fills the image of the runoff like rivers and streams being filled with an impossible amount of bird corpses. But I don't want to do that because I don't like that. That makes me
a little much
for the world we've created. That makes me sad. But the immediate image I get is just like pestilence filling the rivers. But I'm not going to do that. But I'd say that there is something icky in the water, and I don't really know exactly what it is. But something has happened up in the mountains, and it has made the runoff really icky. So water still runs, right? It's not that it's not that the water has dried up. It is that it is inedible. It is disgusting and makes you sick.
Okay. That's horrendous. I'm gonna take that to 3.
And I have one of 2 ideas. Discover something new, which is people go up the mountain instead of making it like a project, like go up the mountain to see what the fuck is up, to discover something, or to start a project to try to find another source of water. One of those
are both good ideas.
Both are good ideas. One is to relieve some of the mystery from the mountain, to add new stuff. I kind of like that more. Well, because either or, right? The project unless it fails, the project will lead to like something else on the map being put. I imagine, because unless we dig and find underground water, it would be going somewhere else. Fuck. I don't know which to do, because I don't know what I would put on the mountain. That's the thing, is I don't know. I cannot think of something off the top of my head to discover.
Sure.
Um, uh, um, an idea I just had is what if there was a dead thing up there, and it is big enough that its decomposition has tainted the drinking water, but I just don't know what it would be. There's also enough death already that I don't really know if I want to do that. Okay, I want to start a new project, and starting a new project is find another source of drinking water. But not I don't know how long that would be. I'm thinking a short project because it's not about getting the water here, it's just about where else is drinkable water. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, yeah, I think find a new source of drinking water. Also, the creepiest song in the world is playing. I have to fix that.
Find a new source of drinking water.
Yeah.
And what do you think on the time for this one?
2.
2? Okay.
Like just 2. Because then, depending on how the project ends up, another project might happen, or whatever.
Right, because it'll be in stages. Okay, cool. Let me take a card here.
7. Ooh.
Introduce a mystery at the edge of the map, or an unattended situation becomes problematic and scary. What is it? How does it go awry? Okay. Unattended situation. Something awful shambles out of the stone tower.
Oh boy.
Yeah. In the cover of night, something on 4 legs emerges from the stone tower, and I think maybe like bowls a couple people over, and then is like, nobody gets too good of a look at it, and then it's just gone. It's around here somewhere, but no one knows what that was, or...
This is a much bigger tower than I think it is, isn't it?
It's a strange tower.
Awesome.
And the like, people ask the gardener, and the gardener is like, that could have been any number of things. I cannot narrow down what that was. 4 legs, that's not enough information.
Awesome.
So that has become problematic and scary. There's a monster potentially.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna take these down. I'm gonna hold a discussion.
Okay. I'm gonna hold a discussion. What the fuck was that thing?
We need to extend an olive branch to the hunters. We are unable to properly protect ourselves without them.
I'm sorry, I was so caught off guard by Nanada saying that she cast Pot of Freak, which lets her suck 2 additional toes. I did not catch the first half of that.
That's really good.
It really flashbanged me.
That's really, really good. I said, we need to extend an olive branch to the hunters. Without them, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Hi, Nanada. That was really fucking good.
Thank you for that. I needed that in my life. Um, I don't want our children to even see something that terrifying, but I agree, but if that headstrong woman puts one toe out of line, I'm personally gonna throw her back into that godforsaken forest.
All right.
All right, my
Your
turn.
turn.
All right, Jack of Diamonds. Awesome. Bad. This is so perfect. Predators and bad omens are afoot. You are careless, and someone goes missing under ominous circumstances. Who? Or predators, blah, blah, blah. What measures do you take to keep everyone safe and under surveillance?
Do not reduce project dice this week.
Ooh, this is so cool. This is so perfect.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Ugh.
Sometimes things just line up.
So it is either said headstrong young woman disappearing or
or well, it's your thing.
Are you gonna suggest the old man or someone else?
No, I was gonna suggest something for option 2, but
okay. I'm thinking about option 2 more.
I was gonna suggest we just had that conversation. What if that happens? What if it's like we get the hunters and we get this headstrong young woman and her hunters, and she says, okay, but we're going to do things my way. We're patrolling, we're doing this, we're doing that. We're not working on any of this other shit because I can't keep you people safe while we're doing all this. No more finger painting with the mimic or whatever you're doing over there, you know? Like, and that's why there's no project dice advancing this week.
Well, yeah, Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I'd say the hunters come back. The hunters come back and like they rein everybody in. And I think she literally says that. I think she literally says like no more finger painting with the big rock tree woman, whatever. And like everyone is like oh, and I also think everybody sleeps in the same quarters because we said that thing where people like to the
longhouse.
Yeah, everyone literally sleeps like in the same, like within as few buildings as possible, and people get nothing bad happens, but people are upset about that. But like some of the children in the settlement who had taken a liking to the big woman literally see her just ooh, hold on. Well, so I thought that is they literally just see her sitting just by herself in the dark. But I also as soon as I said that, I had another idea, and it was that what if what if the measures that they take are asking her for help, and she does by like fucking like a football launching that thing.
Yeah. That's fun too.
You know what? As I love your idea, and I loved it so much that I was fully behind it until I said that thing, and then that makes me think that is a discussion people have. They're like, should we bring her back? Like, should we let this woman take control again? And then people are like, and then someone's like, I just don't know, and then they look up and they see the big woman, and they're like, oh yeah.
I believe we made a giant stone woman. I didn't intend for this, but I did it. Like,
you did it, and I think they beseech her for help.
Yeah,
and I think. Oh, because this is also this is perfect because this is such a great show of faith. I think is that the measures they take is that they beseech her for help, and she tells them that if they sleep on the edge of the forest, If you wait by the edge of the forest at night, you will be safe.
And this works.
And
this
it works. And it
it's
works.
Perfect.
And they can hear awful fucking things in the forest,
Yeah.
right? Awful fucking things. But then, like, they hear the trees. They hear the sound of what it sounds like when trees fucking get someone, and then the awful noises stop. Or get quieter.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that. I love that. Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Do I need to does that require a discussion or anything? Or a move?
Oh, yeah. There's still a move at the end of this. Discover something new, discussion, or start a project.
A discussion would be probably about how it is kind of how we like much to the chagrin of people not so niceys who are not so niceys to the trees. It's kind of it worked. Like we put ourselves at their mercy, and they just like nothing bad happened. Or it would be a project to build expand the village closer to the forest. And I don't know what we would discover.
Okay.
So it's a toss up between expanding the village toward the forest or just a discussion about the forest.
Your call.
Yeah, I think one event is too much to have everyone go. Let's get closer to the village. I think it's a discussion. I think it's going to be just that. It's going to be it's baffling that we've been so scared of that forest all this time. And when we put ourselves at its mercy, not a single one of us were hurt. Full stop.
Okay, that's good. I'm thinking of my thing.
I can put it. I can say something.
No, I'm good. There is no future for our society if we remain in isolation. We need to expand and continue to get to know our neighbors.
All right.
Yeah, I think the community is fairly in agreement on this one.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think it's really just that small sect of hunters, if there's any naysayers still.
Right. Okay, time for Weird Autumn.
Oh shit, yeah. All right.
All right. The 10 of Autumn.
So here's the thing.
Uh-huh. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
You're insane. All right, 10 of Autumn. Harvest is here and plentiful, add in abundance. Or cold autumn winds drive out your enemies. Remove a threatening force from the map and the area. Okay. Well, we don't really have... We had a threatening force that got immediately dealt with.
True.
Well,
we don't know. I don't want to decide whether or not that thing died.
Yeah, true. I'll actually do that here. A combination of the mimic diplomat and some gatherers slew this thing in the cold autumn winds. This is the first thing that happens in autumn. It's a fucking lion with a scorpion tail.
Those are fun.
Yeah. And it's got like, and it's got the head of a goat. That's what it's got. Yeah. It's got like a big thing ain't right. Maybe it's even got bat wings too. I don't know. This thing is like, I just keep adding more animals because I think that's what this is. This is like a chimera of the highest order. This is like maybe 7 or 8 different animals. This thing ain't right.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to make this.
Mm-hmm.
And they kill it, and it's dead.
When I think of like the harsh autumn winds pull like drive away enemies, I quite literally think it like makes it retreat into the forest, like deeper in, wherein it is just torn apart to shreds by the fucking mimic trees.
Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so I'll take down. We have found a new source of drinking water. Where is that?
I think that is farther. I think that is mostly north, a little bit northwest, but mostly north. And I think it is a running river that is. It is not connected. This is the thing, right? Is that like they did not want to go much farther than this because there is a river that is not connected to the ocean behind them, and does not seem to come from the mountains. And like following this river could take them somewhere totally different, but that is so far away they do not want to suggest it. But it is still a like raging river, that is like not connected to the mountain. It doesn't seem like, because it doesn't go in the same direction unless it meanders really far, and it doesn't output to their ocean. So it's not like there was just a river that they couldn't find. So they have.
Could you put that on the map for me?
Yes, I'm gonna.
Thank you.
I'd say that it's like I'm gonna literally do it like. It is like literally just a portion of this map.
Perfect.
And it is far enough away that it is kind of they're not sure how they can really capitalize on this without like moving something somewhere. So it's
okay.
It's a little too far to be completely convenient.
Wait.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But that exists now.
It does.
That's good to know. Okay, I'm gonna hold a discussion. After seeing that creature, is it not clear at this point that we should be sending an expedition to explore the tower?
I worry that we're not ready. I think even with our hunters, I just don't think we're ready. I think if anything, we should destroy it or seal it away.
We're in agreement on one thing. Something must be done about the tower. Whether explored or sealed or destroyed, it must be addressed.
Cool.
Okay, that's my turn.
Next turn. 8 of clubs. Someone sabotages a project and the project fails as a result. Who did this and why? Someone is caught trying to sabotage the efforts of the community. How does the community respond?
Tough one.
It's a tough one because the only project is the communicate. My
Yeah.
idea is that it's the headstrong young woman.
Mm-hmm.
And she tries to sabotage this, and it doesn't work, and they excommunicate her. They kick
Ooh.
her out permanently. She can never come back, and she takes the sword with her.
She takes the sword with her, and she definitely takes some hunters with her, right?
Yes, I'd say that those few hunters have. No, I'd say that there's one hunter out of her group that like not betrayed her. No, yeah, no, yeah, they
Yeah.
did. This one hunter knew what she was gonna do and was like, "This isn't right," because what she was gonna try to do is fucking kill that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, and the one hunter was like, "No, I can't do this." So he goes and he rats her out. She gets found out, and she is kicked out, and she takes that sword with her.
Splinter faction, Splinter Society.
Society.
Whoops.
Of like 4 people.
Yep. True.
All right.
There it is. This ticks down to 0.
I need to decide something though. I need to discover. So if they're a Splinter Society, we still narratively like talk about them, right? Or they'll
still come up.
Yeah. So, okay. So, I think I don't have any projects to start. None that feel fitting right now. Discovering something new. The only thing I could think of is where they go.
I have to narrate the advanced communication with
go ahead.
mimics first.
That might be best. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The way this works is, I think it's like a crude sign language, because the mimics still can't speak out loud. And it's like, not everyone in the village just immediately knows how to do this, but the people that work with the ambassador on like a daily basis, they have been briefed on it. They have been instructed. And yeah, it is now possible to communicate with the mimic ambassador, who can then communicate with the other mimics. So like, we can actually talk to them now.
Awesome. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. We could do a discussion here. We could do...
So, the discussion, like, this... So, okay. Now that we've narrated that, my idea is... to have a discussion, and now it's like, hey, we can communicate with you now. That's cool. There's a lady that's really angry and she wants to kill you, and we kicked her out. So, watch out.
yeah, no, that's a good discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the first part of it? So I can respond to that.
I'm trying to think.
Okay. Oh, and when you have a second, can you promote me in Tabletop
Oh,
Sim?
yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, God. Oh, promote. Oh.
Thank you.
I think we'll worry about the hunter later.
Okay.
I think that it might be a discussion, and it is just like directed towards the stone woman and the trees is why huh
Sure. Go ahead.
we're sorry for I'm sorry for what we've done all this time, but why do you make us like you?
We are sorry too. But why do you make more of you?
Damn, bitch, you got me there. What? Okay, I see what you're saying. I get it. But why us? Why? Again, humans tentatively. Like, why us people? Why? Is there no other way? And that's it. I know it's a question to question, but that's it.
No, that's perfect because I'm not allowed to respond to that.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Is it your turn or my turn?
It is my turn.
Okay, yeah. 5.
5. Oh. The parish arrives. Who are they? What have they chosen? Why have they chosen your community and for what? Or a small gang of marauders is making its way through local terrain. How many are there? What weapons do they carry? If I introduce the church, you're gonna shoot me in real life.
No, see, here's the thing.
So,
here's the thing. Well, I don't want it to be literally the Christian church.
No, of course not.
However, with how... What?
No, I got it, but go ahead.
Like, with how... how Central America worked. And also... Well, no, because... I don't know. What it's...
It's way too complicated to get into right now.
I know, but I was like, well, how did Spain get? Well, you know how Central America worked is that they were chill, and then Catholics came.
Yeah.
So I'm not opposed to the idea. I just want it to be not literally the Christian church, but it can still be Catholic themed. It's just there's not going to be a god. I can tell you that right now.
I don't think it's going to be Catholic themed necessarily, and this is a thing that, in your larger setting that you create later can be a footnote, or you can ditch it entirely.
Yeah.
But I got it. A woman flanked by a couple of attendants arrives in the village one day. She is also notably flanked by 2 of the large birds. They are circling above her, as if to announce her arrival. This is the Raven Woman.
Okay.
She has chosen our community because we have treated the birds, the ravens as she calls them, with respect. We instinctually, this is her words, we instinctually understand that they are something to be revered. And she and her retinue would like to be allowed to visit the village for a period of time to talk about the ravens.
Oh God. Like, I'm into this, but I'm just thinking about people that show up and like, can we talk about God for a minute? I'm like, can you fuck off?
Yeah, it's weird, right? Like, what if the Raven Woman shows up and she's like, "Hey,
true.
Do you want to talk about these cool birds?" And it's
we can learn more about them. She knows more than we do, so yeah, sure.
It's true. It's true. Okay, no project dice to tick down. I'm going to introduce project. Because I think it is generally a good idea to have one, because some of these cards fuck you over if you don't have an active project.
Oh, yeah.
So, I have added communing with the Raven Woman. Some people, some young, some old, are like, yeah, sure, I'm into this.
Sure.
And spend some time talking with her. I think this is maybe like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me greet this raid real quick.
Oh, please do.
Hi. Hello, Peach. Hello. Hi, Raiders. It's me. I'm Lily. I'm a bat. I'm a vampire. I play video games. I'm really good at them, and anyone who tells you otherwise is wrong. Thank you for the follow, Hound. We're playing fucking,
Yeah.
like, we're playing pretend. We're playing toys.
We are playing pretend. We're playing toys.
We're playing toys. We are playing, The Quiet Year. It is a tabletop game about, making a world. And I'm trying to run through this. Not take too much time, so I apologize if I do not shower you all with attention as much as I normally do. But yeah, if you like role-playing games, then hang out. If you don't, fuck you.
Wow.
Thank you for the follow, Patty Wax. Hope you guys had a great time. I didn't see what you were playing because I ran home and immediately started doing chores and then immediately sat down to play this. But I hope you guys had a great time. So commune with the Raven Woman.
Amazing. With the Raven Woman. Yeah.
Cool. That works out. Yeah. Oh, is
Ooh,
it
Peach, I hope you're enjoying Sorry We're Closed. I was playing that too. I think the game's awesome.
Yeah,
Lily,
really
it is your turn, yeah?
Sweet. I'm very excited to play Sorry We're Closed. My turn is 3 of clubs, which is someone leaves the community after issuing a dire warning. Who? What is the warning? Someone issues a dire warning, or someone issues a dire warning, and the community leaps into action to avoid disaster. What is the warning? Start a contentious project that relates to it.
It's an interesting one.
This is an interesting one. I need to introduce something. You already introduced something that's the ravens. It's not about the fucking trees, but I need more shit that's not the fucking trees. I'm gonna go insane.
Yeah. We have the tower. We have the new source of drinking water. We have the unexplained pestilence.
Yeah, which I mean, the next project I wanted to make was working on a, I don't know if irrigation is the right word, but like working on the project I had idea I had in mind was redirecting the water to be in a more convenient place.
I think that makes sense.
But I don't know if that really. I mean, I guess the dire warning could be that the drinking water will only get worse. And we need to figure out that other water source now, but I don't know if that's really what I should do.
I don't know. I think it's good to go with your first impulse in a situation like this. You know, I think it's a good one.
Because the only other thing I could think of is something about the fucked up fish and being like, oh, we need to get more fish to get more gunpowder so we can make more weapons.
Sure.
Actually.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't know if that's the jump, because the thought I had was, oh, the tower's gonna get worse, like now, and we need to work on getting it now. But I don't know how easily the leap from logic is from that to, well, I guess like, oh, the fish oil powered that one weapon, so we could use it to power more weapons. They just don't have weapons to power it. But sure, we could say that we need to make more weapons. I think is the thing. So yeah, I think what it is that the stuff from the tower is gonna get worse. Who brings the warning? I think it's I think it's just one of the villagers. I think it's probably the person you spoke for that one time, saying that that like, hey, we need to go into the tower, and that one guy was like, no, it's scary. The person you were saying, I think it's her or him or whoever you were being,
sure.
Who's like, hey, so I may have peeked into the tower a little bit, some more stuff came out. Wasn't as big and bad as the other thing, but stuff still came out. And I think there's gonna be more. Or maybe they go to the old man and inquire, and the old man's like, "Oh yeah, shit's fucked. Shit's fucked."
Yeah. Either way works.
Yeah, and then I think the next jump in logic is, okay, well, we need weaponry, and the best thing we have, one of the best things we have, are the fish oil. So I think to start a new project is the best thing to do. We're still a contentious project. Contentious is...
I mean, I think if you want to make new weapons, not everyone is going to be on board with that. I think that's a perfectly contentious project.
Yeah. Weapons race. Or arms race, that's the word.
Yeah.
Arms race. And like part of that is like they know that like the fish oil is like dangerous. So that is a thing. So arms race. How long should that be? Because I don't know, that seems like we have like the most weapons people have are like tools. They have that weird high frequency sword that they don't have anymore. Like the hummingbird is gone. So,
right. I think if we had the hummingbird, maybe this would be like a 4, but I almost wonder if this is like a 5.
I think this is a 5.
Yeah.
How do I make this 5?
You hit 5.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
Perfect. And then also this ticks down.
Yep. I is now lurking. I don't know how that worked. Find some food. Yes, I hope you have a great rest of your night. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for hanging out. Mwah. Okay. So, started a project. I still get one of those moves. And I guess a move could be another project, I guess, but I don't know.
It could be.
Discussion. Discover something new. I want to start another project.
Okay.
I want it to be redirecting the drinking water from the other river.
All right. That makes sense.
So properties or projects, redirect other river water. And like realistically, I don't know how hard that is. I think you have to go and dig in a line. I also don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know if you just dig out another river and like don't make it connect to another body of water. I don't know if that's bad.
I think this is like a 4.
Yeah, I agree. Cool. Okay. All right, that's my turn.
Cool. All right.
Queen
of Autumn. Disease spreads through the community. Choose one. You spend the week quarantining and treating the disease. Project dice are not reduced this week. Or nobody knows what to do about it. Add health and fertility as a scarcity. Yeah, so I am going to choose project dice are not reduced because I think it's true to the fiction. I think we do know what to do about this.
I think we do.
And you know, the gardener and the people that he's been teaching are able to stop this before it gets too much worse. And I'm going to jump to my discussion because I already know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
This disease was surely caused by the tower. We need to do something about it immediately.
With what? We're trying to figure out how. We can't just send it. We kicked out our best warriors. We can't just send in. Do you want to go in there? Do you want to go pick up a pickaxe or a hoe and go in and fight a war?
And that's my turn.
Cool. All right, my turn.
6
of clubs. I got raided by Iba. I hardly know the. I want to be killed with a rock. Hello, Raiders. It's me. I'm Lily. I'm a bat. I'm a vampire. I play video games. I'm really good at them, and anyone who tells you otherwise is wrong. I'm playing The Quiet Year, a tabletop about making worlds with my good friend and auntie, Proxy Askew.
Hi.
What were you playing? What were you up to? I'm trying to roll through this. I would like to complete this today, so we're trying to run fast and speedy. What? Stop that. Shout out. There we go. I'm online. There we go. I'm sorry if I don't shower you all with attention as much as I usually do, but we're trying to hurry. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a great stream. If you have to go to bed, which I imagine you do, I hope you have a good night. Six of Clubs is introduce a dark mystery among the members of the community, or conflict flares up among community members, and as a result, a project fails. So, I mean, honestly, there's not, like, I could say that, like, oh, we shouldn't be, like, something is like, oh, I don't think we should be worrying about this water right now. I think we should be worrying about this arms race. I think we should be worrying about making these weapons. But, like, I just don't know if that's the play here. There's already enough dark mysteries in the community, though.
Yeah.
You know what? I think the Ravens told us to stop hurting the trees, and we stopped. The Raven woman shows up. The tower gets worse, and disease happens. I think that people see. I think that people see the Raven woman doing weird shit that no one can explain, and that she doesn't, like, ever regard. I just don't know what. I'm like, oh my god. No, stop being a horror person, damn it. I was like, what if they just see her eating one?
I think...
And I'm like, that's too much.
You have to stop trying to kill these beautiful birds.
I know, but it's like,
I kind of don't want to see them get killed.
I don't either, but, like, it just keeps happening. It keeps the opportunities. Okay, she doesn't do anything weird to the birds, but I think people see her doing weird shit, and it doesn't paint the birds in a bad light. It paints her in a bad light.
So is the project that fails communing with the Raven? Do they kick her out?
Wait, hold on. What is this? This is a 6. No. The introduce a dark mystery among the members of the community.
Oh,
the dark
this
mystery
is a dark
I'm
mystery.
trying to think of a dark mystery about her.
Well, it can be a dark mystery just in general, but it can be people think it's about her, but we don't necessarily know if it is or not.
Yeah,
yet, you know.
I'd say that there is one of the mystery is that people are unsure. People think they might have saw something that looks like the birds come out of the tower, but no one can say I saw it come out of the tower. Everyone just says, I think I saw something with the wings of one of those, like with those beautiful wings that we know came from those ravens.
Right. Okay.
And,
yeah, that works.
And it's like, and people are just unsure.
Sure. I'll take these down.
Nothing has happened with the mountains in a while. Nothing's happened with the fucked up fish in a while. I think, you know what? I think I know what we discover. I think we make a new discovery, and I'm gonna open up the map again, and I think that the new discovery is Very close to the river, there are the remains of another tower.
Ooh.
And like it's like there is an entrance just like the other tower. It's say that
Mhm.
the tower like people have dug under, like people dug, and like they can see the foundation of a tower, and it's not that just that the tower reaches up, it's that there is a pit in the earth from where the tower is that goes down.
Interesting. This is the thing I was going to reveal about the tower later.
Yeah, because we're that in sync.
That is so funny. I love it. I love it. I was like, how do I put on screen that the tower goes down, not up? And you did it for me. Perfect.
It floats down.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Perfect turn.
Swag. Okay. All right. Next turn.
All right.
Ace. Awesome.
Probably not good. The community becomes obsessed with a single project. Which one? Why? Choose one. They decide to take more time and to ensure it is perfect, add 3 weeks to it, or they drop everything else to work on it. All other projects fail. I'm not going to do that second one, just as a player.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. There's a die on communing with communing with Raven Woman. I misread that as the
Yeah.
mimic. So yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
The community becomes obsessed with redirecting the other river water. They want to make sure that there is no contamination.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they don't do that, the entire thing is going to be pointless anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to ruin their one. It's far, like they have drinkable water, it's just far away.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do this hastily and poorly, then their one source of drinkable water will be ruined.
Mm-hmm.
So I am adding 3 weeks to redirect other river water.
That is perfectly fine.
Okay. Communing with the Raven Woman finishes. Arms race goes down to 3. Okay, communing with the Raven Woman. I'm gonna, since this was my project, I narrate this one.
Mm-hmm.
The Raven Woman has shared her gospel, for lack of a better word, with some of the members of the community. She claims that the ravens are from another world, and they are here to spread knowledge of that world, of the things that they know from that world with us. And she claims that she is a trusted representative of the ravens, and the two that are with her seem to back that up. So she's not trying to sell people on a deity or anything, but she is kind of trying to sell people on the idea that these birds are interdimensional aliens or something to that effect, you know?
Awesome.
And we'll have to see how people feel about that going forward.
Cool.
Okay, now new thing. Discover something new, start a project, or hold a discussion. Yeah, okay. Oh, whoops. This was at 3. This was at 4.
Yeah.
Or no, this was at 5. Yeah. Okay. Let's Explore the ruined tower.
Awesome.
Not the standing one, but the ruins. Maybe we'll get a better idea what's going on over there.
Maybe so.
There's like a 3, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Your turn.
Cool. 2 of clubs. Someone returns to the community. Where were they? You find a body. Do people recognize who it is? What happened?
Well.
Thank you for the hydrate, Cassandra.
Is it her?
Is it who?
The young woman.
So I'm thinking the young woman returns to the community.
Mhm.
The sword is gummed up with flesh,
Oh.
and she is missing an eye.
Ooh, yeah.
And she comes back dejected. And she comes back dejected, and so not only is she missing an eye, part of her shoulder is like flaky, and like, you know, like as if like the rock tree, right? Like the rock trees. Yeah. And she comes back and she's dejected, and she comes back and she's missing 2 of her people. And she says that she gives up on her crusade because she watched that thing cradle. She watched one of those things cradle one of her compatriots as they died from an attack from one of those chimera.
Oh, that's so good.
She watched it pick him up and like cradle him as he passed away. And then
That's really good.
And she went and tried to kill it and failed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Well, she's back.
She's back. She's a little roughed up, but she's very angry in like a good way this time.
Right.
And I think I'm gonna have a discussion, and I think it's gonna be from her to the big woman.
Okay.
And I think she's gonna come back, and she's gonna say, "I'm sorry for everything I did to your people. I've lost count of how many I've killed. And it could have taken one of mine as revenge, and it didn't." And then she like touches her shoulder. She's like, "It could have taken me, but it didn't. I think this on my shoulder is a sign that it could have done so much, and it didn't. And I'm sorry."
The ambassador touches her own shoulder, like in the same spot, and says, "Nature is at times brutal. We are both a part of nature. You are no less a natural creature than we are. However, it does not please me to see you hurt.
Bars.
But it does please me to see you again."
Bars. Bars. Next turn.
Next turn.
Next turn, they're in love.
Oh my god.
9.
That was a good one. The community works constantly, and as a result, a project finishes early, or a group goes out to explore the map more thoroughly and finds something that had been previously overlooked.
So you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do not let me. I would like to say that narratively, it would make a lot of sense if an arms race was finished early because this lady came back and was just like so gung-ho about it that it got everybody pumped up.
That's what I was thinking that, but I also kind of think that like all of these make sense.
Every single one of these makes sense, yes.
Because
Yes.
it's like, because she's like, oh, but she's fucked up though. She needs time to rest. And
she does need time to. She's not.
Yeah,
she's not a fighter right now, I don't think, but she's definitely like a positive. Like her being back and her being the way she is like everyone's like, oh, awesome. She's chill the fuck out now.
Yeah, it's okay. You know what? I'm gonna metagame a little, and I'm also going to. I think this is fun narratively. If she's like, okay, what can I do that doesn't involve killing people? And she's like, hey, you need people working on this water thing, right? You know, and it's just her, and people are mobilized by like the fact that, yeah, part of this is because Arms Race and Ruin Tower are going to tick down in one more turn, and Redirect Water has 4. But I also think it's fun and just like narratively cohesive that she's like, okay, I'm here, I'm ready to work, and I'm ready to work on irrigation, I guess.
And like, and she works better than so many other people, and she's still not at her A game, and that doesn't make anyone pissed off. That makes everyone like more ready. They're like, oh, we're so back.
Right. So redirect other river water is now finished.
Awesome.
I believe that means that drinking water is no longer a scarcity.
Yes.
I will take these down to 1, and I gotta do a thing. Let's do a discussion real quick.
Okay.
After what she attempted to do, we're just going to welcome her back into the community?
Are you just mad that she has a big girlfriend and you don't? No.
Look, that's not... Yeah, and I think that's it.
Really?
Yeah, no,
okay,
it's
good.
funny, and
good.
it's also good.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay, alright, my turn. 4 of clubs. The strongest among you dies. What caused the death? Or the weakest among you dies. Who's to blame for their death?
This is okay.
Insane.
This is insane. I think this is okay. No, it's your turn. Fuck.
Because here's the thing: who's the weakest? We could decide. We could, it doesn't have to be someone predetermined.
I think I know who the weakest is.
Is it the old man?
Yeah. He's very old.
Yeah.
I love the idea of us not being able to go forward with his guidance, you know?
Yeah,
like,
especially now that we have the means now. We have her back. We're almost done with this arms race. But like now we have the brawn, but we don't have the brain anymore. I like that. That's good. Okay. So yeah, I think the old man dies. And I think I think that who is to blame for their death for this entire week is like it's everything, right? It's the sickness, right? The sickness from the tower killed him.
Yeah.
Or one of the chimera, one of the creatures came and killed him. The trees killed him. But it's just no matter what like avenue they follow, they all arrive eventually at the same conclusion that he just died.
He just died. Yeah.
And the lack of blame, like, burns for a lot of them, I think.
I think so too.
I think nobody. Well, who's to blame for the death of nobody? And that's worse.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And I would like to start a very short project. How short can projects be?
1.
I would like to start like a 1-week project, and it is a funeral for the old man.
That's good. Here, I got you. Funeral for the guard. No, I'm gonna put the old man because he's not the gardener anymore.
Exactly.
Now he's the old man. Perfect. And then also arms race and explore the ruined tower and finish.
Yep.
I'll just move this dice down.
Yeah. So
hey, what are these
you did
weapons
explore,
look like?
I did arms race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So I now like this is still very early in everything. I don't think we have like guns yet. I don't think we're not running around with flintlock pistols. But I think like I think they have.
Say it.
What?
Oh, I'm thinking
of like I'm like trying to formulate it. I'm thinking they've got a lot of fire now. They have they have ways to make like a Molotov. They can make bombs, right? They can make fire. Like we're not running around with guns yet. Like
fire bombs.
If they have guns, it is like the most rudiment. It's like a crossbow at most. It's just that the thing that makes it special is that like they can make like they have figured out how to make small stuff. Like they haven't figured out how to do stuff that's really intricate. It's just because all these little fire bombs is just that fish oil and like something that ignites it, and it's put together in something, and then they can, when it strikes something, it explodes. It's like not the most rudimentary in the world, but it's, you know, they can't do anything intricate like that, like the hummingbird. But like they have a lot of fire bombs. They have like, I don't know if they have a flamethrower yet. I don't think they have a way to eject goo. But they have like bombs, fire bombs, Molotov cocktails. They can make torches that last significantly longer.
No, this is perfect. This is perfect.
They have like they can make spears that you throw and explode into fire. Weapons, like they can make spears or axes or swords that are perpetually on fire. And like I don't want to take this too far, but I also think that just in general, fire is something that they have much more control. Like now, torches are like now things are lit for longer, right? Is that like
right? They unlocked the flame weapon tree.
Exactly.
And they got
exactly. And now torches are better, right? Now the city's better, the town is better lit at night. So that's what that looks like.
Cool, perfect. Exploring the ruined tower is an interesting one because they have discovered that the tower goes down, and it goes really, really far down. However, this tower has caved in. So there are signs that people used to live down there. There is like wreckage of things that these people cannot comprehend down there.
Mm-hmm.
There is like glass and metal and script that they cannot read, and maybe that old man could have read it, but he's dead now. So they find like damn near alien technology below that tower, but the rest of it is caved in. So basically the takeaway from this is that if they go into that other tower, they are going to be going headlong into something that they now know that is like, this is going to be serious. There's monsters in there.
You just want to run Heart the City Beneath, don't you?
It's not quite Heart, but it's you know.
I felt that. You were you were insulted. You were taken aback.
Headbutt you.
Anyway.
Yeah, you get it. This is what is below the tower. It is the unspeakable.
Awesome.
And like I think it's worth saying, by our standards, it probably wouldn't be that unspeakable. We wouldn't see glass tubes and be like, "What
Oh
the
yeah.
fuck is that?" But they sure do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Um, okay, and you did your project, which is funeral for the old man.
Yep.
So we'll take that down next time. My turn.
7.
7. Why do I have winter up? Whoops. 7. A project just isn't working out as expected. Radically change the nature of the project. Or something goes afoul and supplies are ruined at a new scarcity. Well, I'm not ruining the old man's funeral because that's insane.
Yeah.
So we get a scarcity. Let's see.
Oh, again, don't. This is your turn. Don't let me tell you what to do. But the tower bananas,
Yeah.
and that the old man died, and like they just didn't really. They haven't really it hasn't really cemented in them yet that he did so much of that. Like, yeah, he taught them, but like, you know.
I like that idea. I'm gonna raise it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise the stakes on it a little. The scarcity is medicine.
Ooh.
Because the bananas, I think, maybe not too tough to learn how to do from him. The medicine, that's a little tougher to pick up quickly.
Yeah, because like I also forget that you don't need to remove something from abundance. You just say something is scarce.
Yeah. You can just, something that we had a normal amount of before can just now be scarce. And I think we made it clear that we had medicine, and now it's like, ugh, okay, shit. Okay. And then this ticks down, so the funeral, how does the funeral go?
Some people, very briefly, scoff at the idea that someone who has only been with us for half a year gets a larger funeral than even the people who've like lived and died with the rest of us. And it is quickly quashed, whether or not because they have a change of heart or because the shame of 90% of the rest of the town like being offended at it causes them to just feel shame. But regardless of whether or not every single person fully agrees with it, they all put aside it for tonight to enjoy. It's today, through that night, they realize they felt so vindicated. They wanted him dead so readily, but they hadn't realized how awful it must be to die with no one around you, with none of your family. You just die in a place you don't know with people you don't know. And someone corrects them and says that no, I get it, but I think he did die surrounded by family.
That's good.
And it's they can't afford anything lavish, but they like, you know, everyone feasts as much as they can on all the things that he taught them, like all the different kinds of food, the like using the utensils that they see him use that they hadn't used before, and realizing that they're better off now than they were without him. And that's how the funeral goes.
Good. I like that.
Thank you.
I've added a new project. It is studying the technology beneath the ruined tower.
Swag.
I'm gonna put a 5 on that, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe a. I think this is a 4, 5, or 6.
I'd say 5 is fine, just because of it's like it's unprecedented to them.
Yeah, I think so too. Every time one of us says I think so too, all I can think of is Jerma being like, I think I'd be a wolf. And then Jerma also saying, I think so too.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'd be a lion hybrid wolf mix. Okay, anyway.
That's how you know he's a real furry.
It's true. It's your turn.
It's my turn. Bink. Jack of Friends at the Table of Spades. A project finishes early.
Let's fucking
Which one?
go.
Which one? Why? If there are no projects underway, restlessness causes animosity, and animosity leads to violence. Who gets hurt? Awesome. Okay, so
I'm such a fucking power gamer. I knew that could happen if I didn't make a fucking project. I'm so smart.
How? Okay. Like, narratively, how do we just figure it out?
The old man's notes.
I was gonna say either the old man's notes or someone else.
Or someone else, okay.
That they find in the tower.
Ooh, okay.
Tell us about it, and then remind me when I get back. I have to pee so fucking bad.
Alright, I'll go pee too.
Okay, alright, so yeah, we'll hit BRB for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, I have returned. That's not the right one. There we are. This is fun, chat. I love this.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Are we back? We good to go?
Yep, I'm here.
Alright. So I have an answer to how this goes.
Whack.
Um, one of these glass tubes that I talked about, one of them is person-sized.
Oh boy.
Well, several actually, but one is intact and has a person in it. And they drain the liquid from it and they get the person out. It is what appears to be a young man. And he claims to not really remember too much of anything, but he does know how this technology works.
Ooh.
So they kind of get a crash course in how he doesn't know like how exactly to build. Like he knows as much as an average person would know about our average technology, you know?
Yeah.
But he does know like what it does and stuff like that. So the machinery down here, he is able to explain it to the people of our community.
Swag.
And it is strange. It is more advanced than things that we have seen so far, and I think I'll just leave it at that for now.
Yeah, I think like we know each other and we know the kind of things that we like. You already know that I love like I already know that you love Final Fantasy as well, and this is very easy to say. This is very Final Fantasy, like, you know,
Yeah,
group of like field livers that live in stone and twig huts, you know, find like fucking, you know,
I mean, this is everything, you know. This is precursor technology, which is just like the coolest shit of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll if we want to utilize this technology, we're gonna have to do something else with that. But
yeah,
this
is good.
Your turn, correct?
Yes, it is my turn.
Okay. So now, wait, it's still your turn. I think.
Wait, do I need to do a thingy? Oh, well, luckily I don't know what King does yet, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
yeah, you get an action.
Also, hi Kale, hi Raiders, it's me. I'm Lily. I'm a bat. I'm a vampire. I play video games. I'm good at them. Whoever tells you otherwise is wrong. I'm playing a Worldbuilding game with Proxy, and I'm really trying to get as far as I can. So I'm sorry if I don't strike up conversation for too long, but I hope you had a great stream and enjoy the rest of your night. Probably should start a project.
Might be a good idea.
I'd say that expand the village with more, like, expand the village with better building materials. So like stone.
Expand
and like using the, because like the tower's broken apart, so they can see how it's built and they can see that, like, you know, there's stone and rock and shit.
What do you think, like a 4 on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, so this is me. King, a natural disaster strikes the area. What is it? Choose one. You focus on getting everyone to safety, remove an abundance, and a project fails. Or you focus on protecting your supplies and hard work at any cost. Several people die as a result.
Oh, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Can't do this to me.
If any of our projects right now were more important, I would hurt you really badly. But I'm going to be true to the fiction and say that the people go safety first. The expansion work is immediately undone.
Oh yeah.
Tower bananas are now no longer in abundance. They're not a scarcity, but they're not in abundance either. But it's looking a little grim in terms of food. We're gonna have to do something about that.
Yeah.
No projects to take down because we don't have any. And what's my thing? I'm gonna start a new project that is intentionally long and that we might not get a chance to finish, but um, adapting tower technology for, I don't want to put this, not personal use, industrial use.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say that's like a 6.
Absolutely. It is. I like fictionally. I think it's really difficult.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's difficult for people who live in like, the most complicated thing they've seen is like a few things out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and then it's like, hey, how does a printing press work? Like, I don't know how a printing press works.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Before we move on to winter, which is what I believe is next,
Uh-huh.
I am gonna warn you. The king for winter reads, "The frost shepherds arrive. The game is over."
Oh.
So we might have 13 cards left. We might have 0.
Okay.
Having said that, go ahead and draw your card.
Okay. 8 of spades. Winter is harsh. Desperation gives rise to fear-mongering. Choose one. Spend the week calming the masses and dispelling their violent sentiments. The week ends immediately. Declare war on someone or something.
Christ.
Either or. It is either we start that war on the tower or we skip this week.
Up to you.
I'm gonna say the former. One, because we're trying to hurry through this game, and two, I'm gonna pick the first option, the one about quelling fear. One, because I want us to move, and two, hi Bumner. I want the way that we quell is I want the lesbian and her big girlfriend to be the one calming everyone down.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, that's absolutely what it is.
Okay, the week just ends because like it is. Those two are like the spearheads of the community now.
Yeah. There's no time to work on projects. There's no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. It's me then. The Jack of Spades. An infected outsider arrives seeking amnesty. They have some much-needed resources with them. Choose one. Welcome them into the community. Remove a scarcity, but also introduce an infection into the community. Bar them from entry. What scarcity could they have addressed? How does its need become more dire this week? Okay. So let me know if this is too cute. They have medicine with them, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Lily, this is a vampire. The plague that they are carrying is vampirism.
This is potentially really dangerous.
Uh-huh.
But you know who I am.
I do.
And you can't just wiggle that in front of me.
Uh-huh.
Of course I have to say yes.
I'm gonna remove medicine as a scarcity. And there's a vampire here now.
Awesome.
I will tick down. Oh, it goes to 5. I'm gonna hold a discussion.
Okay.
Was that really the right decision? Full stop.
I'm scared. I really am. But they have the means and they know how to use it. I don't know. But I feel worse thinking of I don't know. Full stop. I don't know.
Well, my thing with the question, so
Yeah.
in times like these, I try to remind myself that this community was built by welcoming in our neighbors, and surely this is just one more new neighbor, right?
Sure.
And that's it.
Yeah. All right. My turn.
Yep.
5. Winter elements destroy a food source. If this is your only food source out of scarcity, winter elements leave everyone cold, tired, and miserable.
Okay,
cold, tired, and miserable, baby. Fuck you.
Destroy the bananas or cold, tired, and miserable. Project dice are not reduced.
And I would like to start a new project.
Okay.
Find a... Establish establish a meat food source. Sounds weird, but the idea is that, like, okay, we need stuff that we can eat that isn't reliant on the weather as much. Like, everything is still reliant on the weather, but animals can still fuck even if it's cold.
Establish. Okay. Find a meat
food source.
food
Yeah,
source.
like or establish one. Because, like, I imagine, yeah, there's animals somewhere. There has to be, but, like, you know, it's like, okay, we need to like establish, like, because, yeah, you know, for a week we could, like, hunt a bunch of squirrels, but, like, that's not going to solve the larger problem at large.
I think that's like a 4, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
Yeah.
we're moving now.
Yeah, animals still need feed, so it's not a perfect solution, but they need, you know, we got to figure something out.
Yeah, it's animal husbandry. That's what we got to crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
What is winter like in this area? How do community members react to the weather? I mean, it's pretty cold all year round here, right? So it's got to be extra cold.
Yeah, so it's, you know, they're not completely alien to the idea of cold, but, like, this is definitely more biting.
Yeah, I think people are a little grumpy. I think people are a little, but people know how to handle snow and stuff like that. So it's not interfering too much with people's daily lives until it gets really unbearably cold.
Yeah.
Which is only some days. Some days it's bad, but some days it's just like, this is a little bit close to, it's cold here year round. It's not that bad. Power tech goes to 4, food source goes to 3. Let's okay, real quick, I'm gonna add to the map, discover something new. Not all of the tunnels beneath the tower are completely caved in. There's a few tunnels beneath the ruined tower that I've drawn in that have been added.
Swag. Okay.
Those would need to be explored to get anything out of them, but that's what we got.
Cool.
And it is your turn.
Sweet. 3.
Okay, someone comes up with an ingenious solution to a big problem, and as a result, the project finishes early. What was their idea? Or someone comes up with a plan to ensure safety and comfort during the coldest months. Start a project related to this.
Well, a big problem is food. So I don't know what ingenious solution would require. Well, so, like, I don't know what ingenious solution would require would result in either of our two projects finishing. Like, I don't know what would make an ingenious solution fix our food problem.
I
In
got one
addition,
for food, but go ahead.
oh God, is it fucked up?
No, it's not fucked up. It's
Okay.
cool.
And then there's someone comes up with a plan to ensure safety and comfort during the coldest months. To me, that's something along the ideas of living in like moving to the tunnels, like hibernating in the not hibernating, but
Yeah,
like moving to the
yeah.
tunnels. Um, or yeah, like an ingenious solution is. So what's your idea for food?
My idea for food was that part of the thing that is so hard about animal husbandry is capturing animals, right?
Yeah.
Because you need herding animals in order to capture other animals. That's the best way to do it.
Uh-huh.
What if someone asks the ravens for help to
Oh.
herd other animals into like pens and stuff so that they can start breeding them and like getting milk and stuff like that? But that's the thing, it's just like, hey, would you help, can you just like scare these animals into pens and stuff? And like I think they're willing to do it.
What if it's not
Or
just the ravens?
oh,
Like
okay.
what if they ask everything they know that's not them? To
Oh, that's so good. Yeah.
like what if they ask the mimic trees to to like I like what animals are best for us to eat? Or like
Yeah.
what animals are in abundance? Like can you get that, like is there anything we can do to help like give you in return for giving them to us? And then the same thing with ravens. Like the ravens like, "Hey, like where are things we can eat or else we'll die? Like what how like, you know, can you help us? Can you tell us stuff?" Like it is just someone is like, "Hey, why don't we ask for the help of all the people that have been niceys to us?" And everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Shit." So yeah, I'd say yeah, that would establish a food source, and it's that it's impossible. This would not be possible for any other community to do, but because of the seeds everyone has sown,
Yeah,
like
we nailed that one.
yeah, all of these like factions. I don't like saying that, but that's the best thing I can think of. Like all of these parties have come together and like within like a week have gone from, oh God, like I've never had to build a fence for like cows before, to like, oh shit, we have animals from like everywhere all hurdled together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nailed
Swag.
it.
Do I still have a move?
Yeah, you have a move.
Um.
Discovery, what's it? Yeah.
Um. Oh my God. I have
Uh-huh.
to be gay. I have to be gay. I'm sorry.
Do it. Do it.
The strong young woman to the
Ambassador.
ambassador.
Hmm.
I want to learn more about you.
We've already learned so much about each other.
Oh, gay, gay. All right, your turn.
All right.
Oh God, two.
2. Um, a headstrong community member takes charge of the community's work efforts. A project fails and then a different project finishes early. Well, can't do that because we only have one project. Headstrong community member tries to take control of the community. How are they prevented from doing this? Due to the conflict, project dice are not reduced this week. Who is this?
Like yeah, like I it could be the woman we've been talking about, but like I don't see how she could mess up adapting the technology. You know?
No, I know who this is.
Uh-huh.
This is the same person that wanted to put the gardener to death, and is like, we got these, the birds were fine, but we're working with the mimics now. We're working with blah blah blah, and like, but the thing about this is they're prevented from doing this. Like, there is a mini coup, but like it gets squashed like bloodlessly, and like what it's just like, guys, like, what, remember the good old days, you know? And everyone's like, no,
Shut up, fascist.
this is way better than the good old days. Like, we have all these cool weirdos now.
We have all these cool weird friends.
Yeah. So no project dice reduced because everyone has to deal with that. Discussion. The old fool is misguided, but I do worry about the effect that this new technology will have on our society.
What exactly did you say again? The last part,
But I do worry about the effect that this new technology could have on our society.
Truly, it's good that you have foresight. That is, never underestimate the worth of looking ahead, far ahead. But to be frank, I'm more worried of what will happen if we can't, if we don't.
All right, your turn.
Queen.
Okay, it's the queen. You see a good omen. What is it?
I have two things. I have two things. One, people see the headstrong woman and her tree girlfriend being sweet on each other. Or someone finds another bird, like the last omen. But the big lady is picking it up and like it's not dead. Like they think it's dead for a second, but it's like alive, it's moving, and lady like picks it up and is like being nice to it.
Ooh, I like
holding
that.
it and petting it.
I really like that one.
I like that too.
Okay, cool. We'll take that down to 2.
Oh wait, hold on.
Action.
We don't. The result of a project doesn't create an abundance. We just are not bad on food anymore. Like we're fine.
Right.
We're good. Okay. I would like to. I don't know. I think adopting the tower technology like applies to it, but like starting a project about like using the arms race technology we learned to create warmth, like to better heat the town in the winter.
But yeah, that is kind of what I'm thinking with industrial
exactly.
use.
So
yeah.
I think I'd like to start a new project that is erect defenses.
Okay.
Like just like a defensive wall, but like the one that includes like one that is inclusive of the forest. Like I think it's probably impossible to like erect a wall around the forest. I don't think that would be a good thing, but it's not like I do not want to like wall out the forest. Like I want this like
sure.
I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to get caught up in describing it, but like it is not it is one that is inclusive of, yeah. And that's assuming it does. Yeah, I'm just putting a project out there to metagame a little bit because I'm scared.
No,
and also I think it's something that I wanted to do. So I'd say it's like a 4.
That's what I was thinking too. It's so weird. We've been like bang on with every project amount. Like we're always in sync on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a 9. Someone goes missing.
Oh.
They're alone in the winter elements. Choose one. The community organizes constant search parties and eventually the person is found. Project dice are not reduced this week. Or no one ever hears from that person again.
Oh.
Fuck.
I need you to know that if you pick a person, I'm gonna cry uncontrollably. Okay.
Yeah. Is there anyone I can bear to part with? Yeah, there is. The young man quote unquote, who was below the tower, who they found in the thing, he wanders off into the snow one night. No one knows why he does it. Maybe he'll be fine. Maybe he won't, but no one from this community ever hears from him again.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think that perfectly mirrors, because like, and I don't want to decide. I don't want you to confirm or deny, but I just want to say out loud that it contrasts really well with the other guy, because the other guy was just so ready he was so ready to take whatever was given to him, and he expected like justice, but what was given to him is just community and acceptance instead. And he melded so well with everyone, and it's, in my mind, I imagine it being the exact opposite for this guy. Probably because he's still young, and whatever happened to him. I bet he just did not think this is where he'd be in life, and I can just imagine him just being like, okay, I'll take whatever this is. Whatever's out there is better than what's in here.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Okay, I've ticked these down. I'm gonna hold a discussion. Should we hold a service for that young man? I'm not even sure we knew his name.
I can't pretend like I didn't think the same thing, but the times are different now than they were for our old friend. We can keep him in our hearts, and we could speak him with our breath, but I don't know if we have the time or power to hold anything as grand as what we did for our friend.
Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I'd like to think that he finds someplace new.
Good.
Okay.
All right. My turn.
Your turn.
Ah. And there it is.
The Frost Shepherds arrive. The game is over.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
What a game that was.
What a game that was. Let's look at our map.
Uh-huh.
Wow. We came so far.
We did.
Like, oh my god, we started this game, and that's just how this game is meant to be played. That's awesome. We started this game with, like, I don't know, I started this game being like, I want there to be like a mountain. That's cool. And then we got Tree Lesbian and Fish Oil, and we had some heat. We did. Oh my god. We had some heat.
We did. And it's like, I wanted to double check this because I went and checked the Shepherds Arrive, and the card is read aloud, and the game immediately concludes. There's no talking about what the Frost Shepherds are. There's no talking about what just happened at the end. You read that card, and that's the end. It's so good.
There's a fucking cello cover of BYOB by the one band,
down.
and I need to stop that. It's gonna drive me insane.
Yeah.
That
was fantastic.
I have a thought, and I'm gonna hold it to me. Because we're not supposed to talk about what happens at the end of the game, but
we're not.
I
think maybe you and I can talk about it later if we want to. That could be fun.
It is a single. I'll tell you after stream. It's just a single sentence.
Sure.
But that.
I mean, like, we can at least say that it doesn't end with this place being destroyed or anything,
course not,
because you're going to use it for something else. But
of course not. No, yeah. It's
I think
this is probably just because I've listened to a lot of friends at the table, and they do a lot of metaphorical stuff there. But I think that this game is very open, and I think that card can be read in so many different ways. If this is a world that if this is a world that you plan to use for something, I think that you can read that in a much more, I don't know. It's just it's totally up to each individual person, I think. Like, yes, that could literally be your community ends and it is wiped off the face of the earth. If you're I think I'm thinking there's not even a box to even say I'm thinking out of. I'm thinking in a fucking I'm thinking in the ocean. I think the shepherds aren't a thing or a person. It's the shepherd is me writing a story. That's what the fucking frost shepherds are.
You're on like 8th level meta.
I
fuck with that.
The frost shepherds are the sound of me hitting the fucking keyboard, man. Like, I'm
walking on the damn keyboard.
I'm knocking on the damn keyboard.
Yeah.
So much. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like Blades in the Dark. It's about a big fucked up city. So it's not a lie for me to tell you that this is gonna be a big ass city, chat. This is what you are seeing the foundation of. Oh,
this fucking rules that we started adapt tower technology for industrial use and erect defenses, but we didn't see the conclusion of either of those things.
Yep.
But like, they're gonna happen, probably.
They're gonna happen. Yeah, I think like there's so much to go off of here.
There's a lot.
What was the fucking, oh my god, I think the first heat that happened was when it was the thing where it's like a charismatic young woman tries to does a scheme, and the scheme was to go into the because the first one was like, oh, there's trees that look like people that take people, and they're like, that's awful. And then it was like, oh, her scheme is to go into the forest and let the trees take us so that we can be better than what we are now.
Yeah.
That is gonna be something that I'm gonna hold in my pocket for so long. So that we can be better than we are now.
You should. Oh, this shit auto saves, so never mind. Make sure you save the map.
Of course.
I am ravenously hungry, so I think I'm gonna bounce a little early. I don't know if you're ending stream.
I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just probably just gonna talk for a little bit more, but
okay.
I will also end stream.
I'm gonna bounce and let you talk with chat.
Okay.
But yeah, chat, thank you for having me as a guest. I appreciate it. Lily, thank you for having me on for this. It was really fun.
Of course. Thank you for joining me. Especially on a relatively short notice. But hey, as we know, I'm trying to do something here.
So true. So true.
True.
Okay. I will talk to you later, Lily, and chat. Yes. I will see you later. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Peace.
I also have food that is arriving, so I'm gonna go grab it just because I don't want it to. It's really cold outside, and I don't want it to get cold. I'm gonna be just right back. Okay. We killed that shit. We rocked. That rocked. I'm gonna save this. Games. Save. Save. Quiet. Okay. All right. So that was the quiet year. What you can use the quiet year for is very vast. It greatly depends on what you want to do. Sometimes you can just play the quiet year and just see what happens, and then leave it at that, and not go any farther. Just to make a world and see what happens. But save this as well. Export as PSD. Okay. Oh, I forgot to leave the call myself. It scared me. Yeah, but you can also use the quiet year as a basis for many things. You can use it, for tabletops. You can use it for anything, any world building need that you have. You can use the quiet year for. Like, think of the Hydroid Iris. What tech level is Blades in the Dark? It is, think Dishonored or Thief the Dark Project. You can play with it a little bit, but that's what the game intends you to have. You probably shouldn't have anything lower than that. You should probably have. You could only really go up from there, but like, if you want to go up from there, there's different playbooks. Like there's Scum and Villainy, which is, well, it's not playbook isn't the right word. There's a different rule set using Blades in the Dark system. It goes a lot farther because Scum and Villainy is like space, and like stuff. So, but like, there's, if you want to go with a different thing, you can do a different Forged in the Dark system, but Blades in the Dark starts at like Dishonored and stuff. That's the best way to describe it, I think. Exactly. Yeah. Now, Blades in the Dark, it has its own city and its own lore, right? But you can come up with your own stuff, which is what I'm doing. Think of this like you're seeing legends play out in reality. Think of you're able to see what like, I don't want to give away too much, right? But like, we get to see the basis of a lot of things. The Blades in the Dark is not going to, like, our game is not going to come in the next year after the quiet year. Like, you'll see. You'll see. This is the machinations I have are vast. But now we're gonna get to work on Blades in the Dark. It's gonna be a while. I'm gonna try my best, but I have a lot of stuff to do just in general. But also, like, don't... This is so... Like, this is so much... There's so much that we did here, but... Like, there's so much that we did here, but this game, there's just a lot. Because how do you know what, this is about a community in a vast world. Who knows what's going on in the rest of the world during all this? And like, I can make up whatever I want. I can write whatever I need to. Just don't worry. We're gonna do stuff. We're gonna go places. Yeah. Look forward to it. There's still a lot more executive decisions I need to make. But the game is going to be called The City of Eternal November. And this is what the title of the game will be. But in Spanish. Which I am going to really need to work on my Spanish pronunciation. For the I'm gonna really have to work on my yeah, it's Noviembre. Eterno is right, but it is Noviembre. Noviembre. Fuck. Can't roll my R's very well. So I guess I don't know how much it depends. But yeah, I am really gonna have to really work hard on my Spanish pronunciation. The game and the city, visually and culturally, will be very Central American themed. And I'm trying to avoid like European Spanish. I'm really trying to focus on Central American stuff. It's gonna be great. I'm actively thinking what I should say and what I should not say, but yeah, I need to do some. You really need to get into telenovelas then, maybe. Yeah. There's really nothing else I can say. It'll be heat when it happens. There's a lot more to do. There's a lot more to see. This is just this is a peek at the far away history of the city. I mean, you're seeing the city as it's born, right? You're seeing the birth of this city, and who knows what it's going to be by the end. Anyway, this is a good time to end it. I need to go eat. But this was really good. I'm really glad I did this. I'm really glad to run this game. It's going to be a while before I'm ready. But I'm excited. We're going to raid and run Nanoda. I'm not going to... I don't know if I'll be around. Raid Nanoda. But I hope you all had a great time listening to me and Proxy be neurodivergent for 3 hours. I had so much fun. I don't know. I'm not going to stream again tomorrow because I have to work early Sunday. I don't know when I'll stream again. Maybe Sunday. I would like to stream again Sunday. So far, we might do the GURPS game that Zathiel's GMing on Monday. Hopefully everyone can make it for that day. But look forward to that as well. Yeah, I will see you all later. Goodbye. Fuck a bitch named a raid message. Elagast. Fuck a bitch named a raid message. Barathor. Okay, I'll see you all later.